This episode is brought to you by ABC Insurance and KiwiSaver. Welcome back to the Kiwi Wedding Podcast. My name is Lydia. I'm an Auckland wedding photographer at Lydia Rachel Photography and your host. This week I'm joined by Kalani, chatting about her wedding to Kalani. That's right, they both have the same name, which is so crazy and sweet. I loved this conversation. It's one of those weddings that just feels really grounded and true to them. Kalani and her husband live in the beautiful Whangamatā in the Coromandel Peninsula with their 2 kids. She's a stay-at-home mum and their life together is very much centred around the simple things. Weekends at the beach, surfing, visiting their local cafe and all that good stuff. You can really feel that lifestyle reflected in the way they approached their wedding. They planned a day in Whangamatā that felt warm, relaxed and completely personal. From getting ready at her nana's house to a beautiful outdoor ceremony and a reception at Edisons. They had some beautiful locations and the whole day seemed to just flow really naturally. Kalani has a background in design and fashion, which adds such a thoughtful, creative layer and that really speaks to the day as a whole. It was full of meaningful personal touches with a lot of support from their village, calling on friends and family with different talents and resources to help bring their day together. We get into their story, a very thoughtful scavenger hunt proposal, and how they focused less on perfect details and more on how they wanted the day to feel. I think you're going to love this conversation. So enjoy episode 137 with Kalani. Hi Kalani, thank you so much for joining me on the podcast today. So excited to hear all about your beautiful day.
I'm so excited to be here. This is so fun. Like I've never done anything like this before either, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, it's going to be so cool to like have this to look back on and like, I don't know, like while it's fresh in my brain, just keep talking about it while it's all exciting.
Love it. So good. So to get started with, if you could just take us back to the story of how you guys met and a bit of your life together.
Okay, so we've been, Kalani and I, we have the same name.
Crazy.
We met, I think 6 years ago. We were both 20 and we met in Whangamatā, that's where we live, and we kind of just met through mutual friends. I feel like I'm going to have to give you like the long story short because the way we met and like us coming together was that's like a whole story in itself. But basically we just met through mutual friends and chatted on Snapchat, and then we literally, I think we talked to each other for like 2 days and then met one night, and then on like, I'm not even kidding, we met and we've never like left each other's sides since.
Crazy. So good.
We just like, and it was like just before Christmas, so when we met we like met each other's whole families, and then like a few months into our relationship it was lockdown, so like that would have, I think, fast-tracked things too, but that's like the long story short.
Love it.
We basically met and just fell in love. We were just young and we love love.
Oh, so good. Love that. So together for quite a while, and then ticked off a few big life things and then got engaged. Can you tell us a bit about your proposal story?
Yeah, so we got engaged literally, officially, it was like 3 months before our wedding. We had talked about getting married like our whole relationship, and it was something that we'd always been working towards. But so it was the end of 2024. We actually have 2 kids, so we originally we'd planned to get married before we had the kids. Anyways, so it wasn't this summer just gone, but the summer before, we decided, okay, we're going to get married in summer 2026. And we'd like tossed up a few dates, like not sure which time of year or like when exactly. We didn't really care, I don't think. We were just like, we just need to get married, like we've been talking about it for so long. So we actually picked a date, and then I had one of my really good friends make my engagement ring, so that kind of was like the first step to like actually him proposing. And then we also, around that time, we did this campaign with Made of Tomorrow, and it was for their wedding planner. So we got given a wedding planner, and that definitely just like got my brain going. I was like, okay, I need to do this and I need to do this. It was actually so good. Like, it was almost like the push we needed. It was like having my friend, like reaching out to my friend and being like, should we make this ring? And then also having the planner, I was like, okay, this is obviously the time. So yeah, we literally planned our whole wedding all of last year, probably, so it was like from last summer to the summer just gone. And then we got the ring in like May, and then life just got busy, and we just didn't. Kalani didn't propose, so it was fine. I wasn't worried about it. The ring literally sat on top of my fridge in like our bread bin, and everyone was like to me, "Are you like? Do you want to look at it?" Because I didn't know what the final ring looked like. I was like, "No, it's fine. Like it's just cool. Like I know it's going to be great." And yeah, so he ended up proposing in September, and the way that all went down was he basically had organised like a scavenger hunt for me, and with my best friend, and my sister-in-law actually helped with that too, which was cute. So my friend, she lives in Auckland, and she came down, which I didn't know, and she'd set up all these different like clues, and the whole idea of the scavenger hunt was Kalani had written letters and like notes about us meeting, and like places that we go, and like the exact spot we met, and like where we live, because where we live is like quite significant to our relationship, I think. And it was like 2 or 3 hours of that. Like part of the scavenger hunt was for me to like sit and have brunch with my friend, and like, I don't know, it was just a morning of doing everything that Kalani and I love to do together, which was really nice. And then the final kind of clue, I guess you could say, was to meet, I can't remember what the exact like note was, but basically I met him at Whangamatā beach, and I like walked across kind of like the right side of the beach towards these trees, and yeah, he was just like laying there. And then like him actually proposing, he just kind of like came out and said it. He'd said so many different things in the letters, so like it was almost, yeah, he just asked me to marry him. And then Bianca took some photos of us, and then we came back to our house and celebrated with our close family and just like who lives here. And yeah, it was really nice. It was so us. And Kalani, he's so like, he's just really thoughtful, and I don't know, I think it had been almost like a long time coming, so he knew that he wanted to like make it really special, which was, yeah, it was really cool.
Oh, so special. Sounds like, yeah, such an amazing, memorable day. I love that you kind of did
Yeah.
it other way around, like a bit of wedding planning
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.